Hello crafters, it's Gareth from G's Creations and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be making a card. I'm going to be using some gold mirrored cardstock, some square adhesive foam from my store, the hearts and the champagne embossing folders from my store, the gold and silver and metallic inks which are available in my store. I'm going to be using 3 of the square stitched edged nesting dies. And I'm going to be using the Congratulations from the Word die set that's sold in my store. This is an A2 size card, and I'm using some Neenah bright white cardstock, and it's £65 or 176 GM squared. So I'm going to be using that. So let's take this away. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to emboss my card base, and I'm going to be using my A and 2B plates from my Cuttlebug, and I'm going to be using the champagne and glasses embossing folder, and I'm just going to place that in so it fits the A2 insert perfectly. I've cut my A2 insert slightly smaller than the card base, so about an 1/18 of an inch. So I'll put that through the embossing folder, the embossing Cricut, my lovely Cuttlebug, and I love the impression this gives. This will be great for New Year's Eve cards, for wedding cards like I'm doing, for celebration cards, so even birthdays. Now I use the heart one. I'm going to use the heart one on the cake, so I've already got that already done, so I don't need to do that with you, but I do need to cut out my squares. So I need my C plate, and I need my scrap left over from the trial card I did. So I'm going to pop on my squares, and I'm going to run that through. And they all come through lovely. Let's get rid of this. So I use this one for the cake stand, if you like. So that's that. So move those to one side. Now I've got this ribbon which was sent over to me. It's kind of a papery kind of ribbon, and I'm going to use that to decorate these cake pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of tape at the top of each of these cake pieces. I suppose it's layers of cake, isn't it? So this would be the bottom layer. So I'm going to put a little piece on the middle layer. Get out of the way. A little piece on the middle layer, and a little piece on the top layer. I'm just going to wrap those around. Right, that's all off. Now going back to the piece of ribbon. Now this ribbon was a lot thicker. I just cut it. I've cut it in half, but some of the cuts aren't particularly straight, so I'm just going to neaten that up, and I'm going to pop that on the top of the cake like so, and then bend the excess round, and the same for the other 2 pieces, just to give this cake a bit more dimension and just a bit more detail really. That's a bit too thick, so I'm just going to cut this down slightly. Okay, that's that. Right, so that's the cake portion sorted out. Now I'm going to bring over some scrap paper, and I'm going to start inking my background. Now I'm going to use the gold and the silver metallic inks, and I love the sheen that you get off these Artiste. This embellishment tool is available from Little Acres Creations. They are handmade by the owner's husband, and they are absolutely amazing. There's a link for Little Acres below. I love the shine you get off this. Let me just bring it up to the camera. I love it. I love the shine you get from these metallic. Lovely. Right, let's take that out of the way. Okay. When it comes to attaching these portions of cake, what I'm going to do is the first one, I am going to put these square foam adhesive tabs on the back. One in the middle. Okay, and I'm going to place that on the card base. Now this second row, and just cut this off, I'm only going to put the adhesive foam squares on the top portion, so just behind the where the glitter ribbon is. So that means the top half of the cake, if you like, if I can get these things to stick. There we go. The top half of the cake will be raised, but the base won't, so the bottom won't. So I'm going to tuck that behind. So that's that. And I'm going to do the same thing with the smaller one. 2 or 3 of the square dots, the foam dots, and placing that behind the middle layer. Right, now I need my congratulations. So back to my good old trusty Cuttlebug. My mirrored cardstock and my sentiment, which is congratulations. And then I'm going to run this through. Oops, stay where you are, thank you very much. Okay, let's pop you out. This is quite thick card that I'm using here, and it cuts through it so beautifully. Okay, back to my craft tool, which is also available from my store, and I'm going to poke out all the bits that shouldn't be there. And we have congratulations. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue and its fine tip, which is what, you know, this glue is amazing for, especially for these very intricate dies. This fine tip is amazing for it. If you haven't tried art glitter glue, I strongly recommend it. And I'm going to pop that across the base of the cake and onto the card. And you could matte this with some gold if you like, but I quite like having the white from the card base come through, because you've got the gold and the silver on the embossed background. But you could use some glitter card or some gold wedding paper or anniversary paper you might have in your stash. But there we go, that's the finished card. Let me just bring over the other one I did. So this one I went more heavy on the silver, and this one I went more heavy on the gold. So there is today's card. I've I'd never really done a wedding card or a congratulation or anniversary card, that type of thing. I don't really do them, but I thought I would give this a try. And the idea of the cake came into my mind last night, and I just wanted to, you know, get up this morning and get it done so it was still fresh. I quickly got up and made a quick note in my notebook of the design, and here we go. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again very soon with another craft. Take care now. Bye bye.